Hi everyone, we're going to be doing Rule 12 again today. This is just going to be a review over what we've done the last few days. So let's go ahead and get started. So as a reminder, Rule 12 is about antecedents. So the antecedent of a pronoun is the noun or nouns to which the pronoun refers. So when we think about that, we find the pronoun in the sentence and then we think, oh, well, what is the pronoun talking about? What is the pronoun replacing? And we need to remember that the antecedent doesn't have to be in the same sentence as the pronoun. So they can be in separate sentences or they can be in the same one. Either one is fine. So looking at these few sentences, it says, Aiden wants to visit his Aunt Samantha. She always has the best board games to play. So here I see the pronoun she. Now there's also the pronoun his, but for this particular one, we're going to be looking at she. So I see she, and who is she referring to? Is she referring to Aiden or is she referring to Aunt Samantha? Well, it's talking about Aunt Samantha, so the antecedent is Samantha. Now we also know that a pronoun must agree with the antecedent in both gender and number. So at the bottom, we need to figure out which one is the correct sentences. The one on the left says, Zach is going on vacation this weekend. He won't make it to Missy's birthday party. The one on the right says, Zach is going on vacation this weekend. It won't make it to Missy's birthday party. Well, I'm going to say the one on the right is incorrect. So the one on the left, I know the pronoun is he. So I'm going to think, well, what's the antecedent? What is he talking about? Well, he is talking about Zach. So I know that one's correct. But when I look on the one on the right, it says it. And we know a person is not an it. So it would need to be he instead of it. Now we're going to practice a little bit before you go into your Google form. The first sentence says, Coach Martinez encouraged Ashlyn to practice more and improve her game. Well, I see the pronoun her, and now I have to think, who is her? Who is she? Well, are they talking about Coach Martinez or Ashlyn? Well, if Ashlyn's the one who needs to practice more and improve her game, Ashlyn will be your antecedent. The next sentence says, every book is new until you have read it. Now this sentence might be a little tricky. There's two pronouns. There's you and it. Let's look at you. Well, you is referring to you. Everything else in the sentence, there's no antecedent for that pronoun. So we're going to move on to the next one. The next pronoun is it. So what is it referring to? Well, it says every book is new until you have read it. Well, what have you read? That would be a book. So the antecedent to it is book. The last sentence says, the rain was very heavy and it caused a lot of flooding in the area. So I see the pronoun it. And what is it? What are they talking about in this sentence? If you said rain, you would be correct. All right, so we've done quite a bit of practice this week over antecedents and pronouns. You've got another Google form to fill out today. It looks a little bit like this. And when you look at, you have about 5 sentences, I believe. And in each sentence, there is a word or a phrase that is in parentheses. You look at the word in parentheses and determine if it's a pronoun or antecedent. And you'll do that for each one of these. So this sentence says, Mrs. Whitman and Mr. Kahn took their classes on a field trip. So you're looking at the words Mrs. Whitman and Mr. Kahn. Are those pronouns or is that an antecedent? And then you'll choose. You'll do that for all 5 of these. All right, if you need any help, hop onto the Google Meet. Otherwise, have a good one.